our special guest is from this men's wrestling team, finishing the season last year 32-12 record at 285 pounds. Finished second place in the Lower Midwest Regionals. Placed sixth in the national tournament, earning All-American honors. Placed first in the CCIW tournament at 285, and also him earning all CCIW honors as well. Our special guest today is Robby Bates.
All right, welcome in, Robby. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain.
Can't complain. That's good. So just to kind of get to know you, you're a junior here, right? Junior here at North Central. You've wrestled here for the last 3 years. Just talk about, I guess, the last 3 years and last 2 years and then like this year, which is how wrestling has been here, the program and everything like that. And maybe just, your growth a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely seen a lot of growth coming from high school into college, and just like the level of college wrestling is so much higher, and being here has been able to give me a chance to grow my wrestling. And then it's great to see that both men's and women's programs, wrestling programs, are killing it. Like, women are ranked number 1 in the nation right now. Men are top 5 in the nation right now. Like, this is the place to be right now. If in D3 wrestling, like we're doing it right, and it's pretty awesome to see.
How are those, like, when you kind of see that sort of like women's being number 1 and you guys being top 5, is this somewhat like a competition between the two programs a little bit?
I mean, there's definitely a little competition, like a little friendly competition, but at the end of the day, we want to see the women win just as much as they want to see us win. So like we're in each other's corners, but yeah, there's still definitely a little competition there.
A little bit more about like the wrestling program. What is your opinion on the coaching staff?
Oh, our coaches are amazing. Best in the nation, I think, really. Coach Cook is kind of a little bit of a maniac, but he's fun, I'll tell you. He's a good time, and you sit down and talk to him, he's a great dude, too. And Coach Joe is just a little spark plug. He's a little ball of energy, always running around, making jokes, talking to everybody. And then Coach Zaman, he's just kind of like one of the guys, honestly. He's a little bit younger than Coach Cook and Coach Joe, but he's awesome. The coaches will do anything for us. They'll bring us in. They'll work on wrestling with us. They'll work on lifting, diet, school, whatever they need. They're there for us at any time of the day.
I'll go. I was wondering, I mean, your success last year is credit to who would you say? I know it's a lot of different people that's in your corner each and every day, but like who are those people that are helping you put the extra work in and like showing you that you can possibly be, and I think you can be a national champion.
Yeah, for sure. And that's my main goal this year is I want to become a national champion. And like I said, Coach Cook, he's been one of the main people that really helps me out in the room and outside the room too. And then lately, Coach Amante, one of your guys' football coaches, he comes in and wrestles with me too. And he'll be around more once the football season wins a national title too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talking a little bit about like that high school to college jump, like what is that huge difference when it comes to high school wrestling and trying to be like the top of high school wrestling to being the top of like a college national way?
Yeah, for sure. I came in as a state champ. I won state my senior year, and I thought I was like, man, I'm gonna be the guy. I came in, I got my ass kicked every day in the room. Like, it was tough, and it was a COVID year, and I didn't get that many matches, but I saw this tremendous amount of growth in my own wrestling. Like, things I wasn't able to do in high school, I've been able to do now and do it consistently.
I mean, you were 4-0 at 197. Mm-hmm. You come back, and then you're at 285.
Yeah.
What made you make that jump? Was it more so just you started lifting a lot more when you got to college or something? Or was it the coaching staff that kind of helped? What made you make that jump from 197 to 285, which you also dominated 285?
Yeah. So the coaches came up to me at the end of the year because it was three of us at 197 that year, and the heavyweight we had was graduating. So they came up to me and they asked me, do I want to go up to heavyweight and fill out the spot and get a spot in the lineup? And I said, I'll do it. So I just came in the off season, I lifted a bunch, got bigger, and then just did my best I could last year.
I mean, best you could was 32-12, finished second place at Lower Midwest Regionals, placed sixth at the NCAA Championship, earned an NCAA All-American honors, placed first at the CCIW tournament in 285, earned all CCIW honors. Like, you killed it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been wrestling for a while now, like since I was this little kid. So
was that like your first love when it came to sports?
Oh, I mean, it was football and wrestling when it was.
Football, hey, you should come back.
Hey. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Coach E talks to me about it sometimes, but I'm like, I
think you'll love it.
Yeah,
give it a shot one day.
Maybe.
Yeah. Coach Cook, Coach Norton, don't get mad at me for trying to recruit here. All right.
But no, like, just like I try to set myself with some high expectations because I want to be the best I can be. So by setting those high expectations, I got to push myself. And like, yeah, it was great, and I'll be first season at heavyweight, I All-Americaned, I made it to nationals, everything. But like, I want to take that next step. I want to win the nationals. I don't want to lose a match. Don't want to get scored on.
Gotcha. So you still have that sort of, chip or that strive to do better and to continue to grow. During that season, was there anyone that really kind of gave you trouble in 285?
I mean,
maybe that's like still there that you want.
There's a couple guys. This last weekend we were wrestling up in La Crosse. We wrestled the Co, and their heavyweight beat me a few times last year, and I was really kind of hoping I could get a chance to wrestle him again. And then same with this next weekend, we got Augsburg coming to our tournament, and I lost the match against that kid, and I want to get that one back too. So there's definitely a few other guys too that are in there, but like I have some names on my list that I want to check off.
That's good.
I like that. I mean, that get your like blood boiling, get you ready. Are there any like big like tournaments that you're looking forward to? Like, you got the Nationals in January coming up, along with like the Milliken Invitational or the Elmhurst Invitational.
So yeah, basically I'm really looking forward to the conference again because we wrestled Aurora. I had a close match with the kid from Aurora, and I just want to show that I shouldn't have that close of a match. And then also the Pete Wilson. Pete Wilson's always such a tough tournament. It's an exciting tournament. I mean, I don't know, like just I love being in like those big matches. It's kind of exciting. It feels good to be in like everyone. I know everyone's eyes are on me, and I'm gonna be winning.
Any sort of superstitions when you go into? Because I feel like wrestlers, they have a lot of those. I mean, you don't have to say them all. You don't have to say all of them. But when it comes down to just getting ready for a match or kind of like going through that sort of routine of it, what kind of puts you in that mindset to kind of like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go dominate?
I mean, I know there's some of the guys on the team got some weird things they do before their matches, but I really just kind of I try to cut out all the outside noise. I just put some headphones in, listen to my music, get my breathing under control, get a little sweat going, and then step out on the mat and then do business.
When deciding to come to college, was North Central your top choice?
So it was weird because this was recruiting during COVID and everything. After my senior year, I was keeping all my options open, and then the COVID thing happened, and I wasn't hearing much from coaches. And there was a few of these other D3 schools that I was hearing from, and I was talking to and went some visits on. But North Central was always, the coaching staff was always so persistent. They should prove to me that they wanted me here and that they were going to do great things with me here. And so like that just really attracted me. And like Coach Joe reached out to me, was the first coach to ever reach out to me my junior year of high school. And they kept in contact that whole time. They'd check in on me. They'd come watch me wrestle. They'd always be texting me about how do you do this weekend and everything. So it really showed to me that they cared and they want to do something amazing here.
Definitely. I'll say for your team, what is the team goal? So I know you have that individual goal of winning a national championship. What is the team goals? What are you and the rest of the captains are trying to do as a team to continue to excel this program for years after you and for years while you're here?
Yeah. So, I mean, we basically, it's the same thing as a team. We're winning a national title. That's what we need to do this year. We need to win a national title, and that's the only goal. And then we got national duels, too. We need to win a national dual title just to prove everyone that we're the best. So we win the dual title, and you win the tournament title. It shows everyone we're the best. And then just kind of instilling that work ethic in these younger guys. And I'm telling you, these freshman class, the sophomore class we have right now are amazing kids. And they're a bunch of studs, let me tell you. And, like, they're just going to keep – the more they see us do all this hard work and all this time and effort we're putting in, the more time they'll start doing that, and it'll keep building on years to come.
Definitely. I know we were talking when you were leaving practice one day, maybe a week or two ago, but you were telling me how many times a day do you practice?
Oh, man. Today I only got one workout. I'm kind of lucky, but some days it can be up to 3 with lifting and extra wrestling, but Mondays it's usually 1, and then the rest of the week it's at least 2.
Take us through one of those practices. Is it just like you get in there, stretch, and then immediately go into wrestle, or is there a lot more training sort of stuff?
Yeah, so for individual workouts, me and a coach or something, I'll just go in there, do my little warm-up, and then we'll start wrestling, yeah. But for practices, man, practice is fun, man. We show up every day. We circle up, coaches give us our talk, and then we play some handball, man. And that gets competitive, and that gets pretty rowdy and fun. But then after that, sometimes we do some gymnastics and other things. And the other days we'll do some other drills, and then we just get right into wrestling then.
Handball,
yeah.
Dude, lucky. Absolutely lucky.
It's amazing, man. And you can see some of these kids, the guys will show so much emotion and over just this little game. But we take it seriously. We got all our stats on the board. We got team records. We got the whole schedule lined up.
So who's the best?
Who's the best? Oh, I mean, Coach Cook all around, he's pretty good, damn good player. But I mean, I think I am pretty good too. I got about 12 goals on the year so far.
All right. When it comes to sort of talk about, I do want to get into, you talk about coming in with COVID and having recruiting through COVID and stuff like that, and then the first wrestling season that you have, a little COVID season. How did you guys kind of deal with that or handle that, and kind of how was that sort of season like? Because it had to be something that was just way different, especially in wrestling, because you're hand-to-hand combat every single day, and for practices, I mean, for matches, everything. Like at least for baseball and football, like for football, offensive line, defensive line, hand-to-hand combat. Before, like baseball, it was like, you're not really close to a lot of guys and stuff like that, so it seemed a little bit easier. It just seemed a little bit normal. A little bit for wrestling, though, it had to be like completely different.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting the way that we saw them do it, because I was a 197, so I thought I was like, I'm gonna be able to wrestle a lot of guys. But the way they did is they grouped it off. They took the team and grouped it off into like 4 sections. Okay. So like lightweights, like lighter middleweights, heavier middleweights, and then bigger guys. So I only got to wrestle in the group that I was in. I only got to wrestle with those few guys. And just in case anyone came down with COVID or got sick or anything, that group couldn't practice.
Gotcha. That's probably the easy way.
Makes sense.
Makes sense to do it.
Did you wrestle with mask on?
No, we didn't have to. There was some, like that year, there were some high school states that were making their kids wrestle with masks on, but lucky enough, we didn't have to wrestle with ours on.
Good, because when we were practicing for football here in the fall, we had to wear masks. Man, it was tough. I couldn't imagine, though.
Baseball was the same way. We had to wear masks running around out there, which is weird because we were wearing masks outside.
So, yeah.
It was weird. It was a whole
It was a tough time.
It was a tough time. We have a couple rapid fire questions here.
All right.
We're going to hit you with country or rap.
Ooh. I like country when I'm just hanging out, but before the match, I'm listening to some rap.
Listening to rap. All right.
I like that.
Favorite artist to listen to before a match?
Ooh. It might be a little biased now because Coach Cook plays it almost every other day in the room, but DMX.
DMX.
Come on, yeah. Gets me pumped up.
Right.
Coach, send me your playlist. Robby said you got some DMX on that. I might need to hear it. Let me stop. Yeah. Chocolate or vanilla?
Oh, chocolate.
You're a good guy. I like it. They are like, if you had the opportunity when you did play football, or if you play any sport outside, or you could say it even in wrestling, do you prefer day matches or night matches?
I like it wrestling at night. Mm-hmm.
So even like sitting through that entire day, like waiting for that match.
Yeah, I feel like because I get that kind of like anticipation's building up inside me, and like you get kind of like you get those nerves. You start feeling the nerves, and like you're like, man, I get ready to go. And then finally when it happens, I feel like I'm so ready at that point. Because sometimes in the morning, like you wake up and like this last weekend, we woke up. It was early. We left the hotel at 6. Like sometimes you got to get your body. It takes a little bit to get your body going, but throughout the day, like I'm awake. I'm good to go. I got that. Like I said, I get those nerves built up, and I'm ready to go.
All right. Cubs or Sox?
Oh, I'm a Cubs fan.
Oh Lord.
Myron, you're getting out. I mean, I feel like
I think like every person we've brought on here are Cubs fan. Like,
You got some good guests on here, man.
I guess I'm gonna just start having to recruit. When I ask people to come on the show next time, I'm asking, are you a Sox and Cubs fan? That's the first question I'm gonna ask. Because if you tell me you're a Cubs fan, I'm saying no. One teammate that you would give the ox to.
Oh, who would I give the aux to? Oh, Cole Cervantes. He's usually got the music bumping before the meets. Like, we'll bring our speaker and stuff for warm-ups, and so we'll be like the only team out there listening to our music. But Cole always got the good music on there.
one teammate you would not give the aux to.
Oh, Joey Jens.
That was quick.
Why so?
He's just, his music taste is just not my type. Just not my type.
Has he had the aux before?
Yeah.
Oh,
No one
you
likes
blew that.
it. No one likes it.
Would you put ketchup on a hot dog?
Yeah, I'd put ketchup on a hot dog.
On a Chicago style hot
Oh,
dog?
if I'm ordering Chicago style,
Yes.
I can't put it on there. No.
What are you putting on there then?
I'm getting rid of. I don't like onions. I don't like tomatoes, but everything else I'll keep on there.
Okay.
All right, that's solid. Deep dish or thin crust?
I'm a big deep dish guy. I love it. I really do.
I'm a big thin crust guy. So
I mean, I like
pizza's
thin crust
pizza.
too, but like
Yeah.
I gotta take the deep dish, man.
deep dish.
Hey, either one works. A pizza is pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Pizza is pizza,
That's
but
very true.
What's your comfort food?
Ooh, I don't know. I've been eating a lot of Chipotle lately, just trying to keep some weight on. So I'm gonna have to go Chipotle. I like their chips and queso. That's what I always get it every time
Chips
I'm
and
there.
queso's
Yeah.
fire.
last one here. Well, two more. Bags or cornhole first?
I call it bags, but I know it's called. I know it's supposed to be cornhole, but I call it bags.
All right. And then last question is the island question. You're on an island, stranded on an island, and you need three things, and you want to bring three things. You can only bring three things. What are you bringing?
Oh man, this is a tough one. I've never thought about this.
We've heard some weird answers so far.
Fire, like crazy answers here.
Well, first off, my big thing is I need some good sleep, so I'm definitely bringing a bed out there. First
Okay.
things first.
Now that's wild.
First things first.
No
was
one
not
has said a
expecting
bed.
that.
No one has said a bed.
need a bed out there.
What type of bed? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know, any kind.
The one you have at home that works.
Yeah, so yeah. What else would I bring? Probably just bring I don't know. I'm kind of weird, so sometimes when I'm in my free time, I like to play with some cards. So
Okay.
I'd bring a deck of cards,
Bring a deck of cards.
play some cards, and then my last thing would be, I'd bring some music, man. I'd like some music to listen to, pass the time.
Okay.
Some
Rap or country though.
Ooh, see, now that's the issue, because I feel like I bring the country, or I bring one or the other. I'd get sick of them pretty
Yeah,
quick.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
Bring
ask
a-
that.
I'd bring like a book, like a little booklet, a little bit of everything.
All right, a little
Like,
bit of
change
everything.
it up, yeah.
Love to see it. I did have a question. I remembered it now. When it comes to, trying to make weight, what's like the craziest thing you've seen teammates do, or maybe yourself has done to kind of maybe lose that extra weight, the extra pounds? Because like back when I was playing high school baseball, my coach was also the wrestling coach and also baseball coach, and he talked about how in high school he'd wear trash bags underneath like sweatshirts and sweatpants and stuff like that, and just be not eating and just running around all day, stuff like that, to lose that extra pounds before a match. But what's a craziest thing you've ever seen or maybe heard? Someone do?
Well, like you said, I know, there's guys that aren't able to eat, aren't able to have much water. We'll work out with the garbage bags or whatever. I've seen all that before in the past, but definitely this wasn't in college, but the wildest story I ever heard was this kid was so desperate to lose weight, he just started taking laxatives, and he was up all night on the toilet, and he did not wrestle well the next day, I'll say.
Not laxatives.
No, yeah.
No.
So he made weight.
No, he made weight, but he did not wrestle well. He was drained.
I would have been drained too. You taking laxatives before meat? You're crazy.
Well, I mean, he was up all night.
Oh, yeah.
Man, like
He didn't get any sleep.
he woke up. We woke up and he looked like just dead, man.
Like, what happened to you? Laxatives got
Oh
to
no.
me.
Did he tell anybody before he was?
Oh
took
yeah,
him?
he's like, dude, I can't get this last little bit of weight off. So, and I was like, I'm just so tired, I can't work out. I'm just gonna take these laxatives.
That was the road decision.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was.
I don't think I've ever heard anything like that.
Crazy.
Myron, I don't know if you have anything else.
I do. So when it like Jake was asked, when it comes to like making weight, I heard stories that like you chew gum. Like, does chewing gum help you lose weight?
I wouldn't say it helps losing weight, but like definitely when you haven't been eating and you haven't been able to have much water, I think I have found that chewing gum will help out with the hunger and like this kind of the flavor, because like you got something to chew on a little bit, your mouth isn't super dry, and like it helps out with that. But there are some instances, like I remember being back in middle school and there's some kids that would take Jolly Ranchers and just suck on them and spit it out just to lose a little bit, few ounces right there, here and there. So they just suck on their Jolly Ranchers and spit in like a water bottle or something.
Okay. So when you wrestle, how often do like kids cramp in practice?
Honestly, not. I don't think that much. I don't see much of it. Like I know there's like a couple kids here and there that have cramped, but you don't see much of it in practice. Definitely after practice, like when we get back into the dorms or we're at Kaufman or something, you definitely see guys start cramping up, but not much during practice.
What do you do to get rid of cramps?
What do I usually do? If I get like a calf cramp or a leg cramp, I usually try to stretch it out, roll it out, and then I just drink some water, maybe a little like electrolytes if I have it.
Okay, normal stuff.
Yeah.
Well, since Jake brings it back up, I knew exactly where he was going with when he asked you this. Have your coaches ever told you to drink pickle juice?
No, they haven't, but in high school, the football coaches would tell us that.
Because pickle juice is, see, other people know, Jake.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
all right.
pitchers aren't people, all right? No, but
all right, there you go.
no, but definitely, yeah, pickle juice helps. I just wanted to know if you all still do that or not, but yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know that, and was talking about a player cramping while pitching, and Myron just goes, "You need to drink some pickle juice." And we had another pitcher on, and we were both like, just looked at each other like, "What do you pickle juice?" Yeah, never heard that before ever.
No. I remember there was when I was in high school. I was like a freshman. Maybe they had the senior who was a running back, and he would just get the worst cramps every game. So our trainer would make sure she would bring the pickle, like he'd give her the pickle juice, and she'd make sure she pack it for him whenever he needed it during the game.
Never realized that. This is crazy. This is weird. You talk about football. Completely forgot. What position did you play in football?
I played center and middle linebacker.
You played center?
Yeah, I played center.
I did too for a while.
I was playing center in high school, weighing about 220 playing center.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've really jumped from.
Yeah, usually in
Fluctuated.
like high school, I was about football. I'd be like anywhere from like 220 to 210 maybe. But then and when I go into the wrestling season, I'd wrestle 195, so I had to get down to that weight, which it wasn't hard to get down. Like I was just playing football, eating whatever I wanted, so I just get my diet under control, and I got that weight down. But now I'm walking around about 230 right now, wrestling 285. So I got to make sure I'm always eating, getting my most calories I can.
Do you see it being easier to get up to that, weight class and stuff like that, like wrestling around here, or was it easier to kind of wrestle going from 220 to like 195, 197?
I mean, wrestling's hard no matter where it is, but I kind of like my teammates think I'm insane when I tell them this, but I think I kind of miss cutting the weight and losing the weight a little bit. Like we're getting that extra workout in with like a few other guys, get nice and sweaty. I'll say it is nice that I can eat and drink water and not have to worry about that. But just that extra little step it's just kind of something I'm missing a little bit. But I'm not going to complain about being a heavyweight.
I was going to say,
not at all.
You don't have to worry about cutting weight or doing all that stuff.
Makes it a lot easier on me, yeah.
Myron, you got anything else?
No, you answered all my questions for today.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. You don't have anything else.
Robby, do you have anything that you just would like to say?
I mean, North Central College is going to be 2023 national champions in wrestling, and then Robby Bates is going to be a 285 national champion.
Hey, speak it into existence. I love it.
Send it.
Oh, and then women's wrestling national champions this year too.
All right.
Robbie, I'd like to say we appreciate you coming on today.
Of course.
Outstanding time. Hopefully we can get you back on in the spring
after you win that national
championship. But we're definitely going to continue to keep an eye on you and the women's wrestling team, along with the men's wrestling team as well. So
awesome. Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Always.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap.